It's a really good one.
It's a good one.
Fly, leave this place. A great darkness approaches.
What?
It's actually one of my favourite things. Like it's not true in the least, but there's a thing of because why didn't they use the eagles? And of course, Gandalf's last words as he falls is "Fly, you fools!" He was telling them to take the eagles the whole time.
Gandalf, how are we looking? Fly, you fools.
Yeah.
He's just hinting at it all the way through. You know what my favourite band is?
And now we're Aragorn.
Oh.
Yeah!
Let me see how much damage Narsil does.
So what about the Balrog?
Ooh, 11.
You're gonna fight the Balrog?
Wow, like a third as much damage as fire arrows.
Oh.
Well, that's what you want, because fire arrows, they'll just wreck you up.
So, I wonder if Narsil apparently doesn't count as an elvish blade, despite the fact I think it was made both times by elves.
No.
It was made by elves, then remade by elves.
What exactly defines an elven blade?
Well, that's like the question I'm
by elves.
into here.
Okay. I'm sorry to read ahead in your notes.
Made with magic. Magical, boring elf magic.
Well, no, because if
Put
like...
it to sleep and then it's magic. Take me to
Because
the
aren't
undying
weapons usually
lands
defined by, like... Trying to get this right when talking to the weapons guy. Like, what they are.
That sounds
Like,
illegal when you put it that way.
Hmm?
Come on.
My weapons guy. What was it? A couple of weeks ago, my friend said, I don't know what this weapon is, and Simon just got it immediately.
Well, it's a pretty famous one. It's the like the Indian gauntlet sword. It's like did you not like that's what we used to do when I was in high school. You had to spend time in the library reading something, and one of the books was literally just a book of crazy weapons from around the world. One of them was the gauntlet sword or pata.
No.
I also did not.
What I did in high school, history, was World War II again.
Yeah, we did, but it's like that's just you go to the library because sometimes you have to go to the library.
Yeah.
And they had the big books of stuff.
I mean, we never had to go to the library, as far as I can remember.
I think we had one where they introduced the Dewey Decimal System, but there was also a search function in the library where you could put in, like, I don't know, the Fellowship of the Ring, and it would say it is
They
on.
are really good shots.
They're really good.
This is terrible.
So you put in the book you want to look for, and it says,
Oh no!
Rack A, Shelf 2. Is that a floating thing? Or
Minecart section!
I think that is a thing I have to shoot to activate the
Okay.
Oh, minecart section.
Is there a minecart section?
Temple of Doom short round's gonna show up. It's gonna be amazing.
Don't bring up Temple of Doom
I will
short round.
bring it up as much as I want to. Dr. Jones.
Calling Dr. Jones?
Yeah, it all comes back to Aqua.
It should never come back to Aqua.
What? Aqua or Temple of Doom?
Neither. Both.
Oh, look at this. Look at this hype.
Let's see what's down here.
Actually looks kind of neat.
See, for some reason in my head, I had put it so that the cartoons did Dr. Jones, not Aqua. But I can see it because
It was Aqua.
That's the same kind of novelty.
Yeah, they're basically the
Europop.
same band.
Because at school we changed the lyrics to learn the 7 times tables. I no longer can sing Dr. Jones without bursting into the 7 times tables.
Okay.
Along with the rhythm to it.
7,
I am not going to sing.
14, 21.
No, it's like 1, 7 is 7. 2 7s are 14.
See,
I've got to stop now because I will go through it.
1 7 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21.
That's kind of the point.
We had
Just because that's boring and doesn't stick with you.
We had to do the grid. Just here is
The
this.
way you said that shivers down my spine.
Here
The
is
grid.
this. Here is this 10 by 10, occasionally 12 by 12 grid. Fill it in, kids.
Just do it. My card section.
Yeah, get hyped
Oh, no,
for
it's just-
something.
It was just a puzzle.
Can I run on this? No.
Why would you be able to run on this? It's clearly platforms.
Don't be silly.
But no,
That's what I'm watching like I'm playing Walking Dead Season 2 Telltale game.
Yes.
And
It's a good game.
there's there's a bit where there's like a railway bridge, and there's just zombies walking across it, and it's like, well, the gaps between the things are pretty big. Zombies are rubbish. Why aren't they all getting their legs stuck and just falling over like huge idiots?
Furthermore, doesn't Luke get his leg stuck?
Yeah,
The zombies are fine.
the zombies are all fine apparently.
But the intelligent guy gets his foot stuck.
Yeah.
There are some questionable decisions made in this game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But no, like, stepping back, an elven blade. Is it a blade made by elves, or is it
Apparently it is like...
a specific shape of the blade, or...
I don't know. There's no real consistency. I mean,
because they make blades for people.
yeah,
Like,
they make swords for like everyone.
But then they have their whatever standard issue thing, like a Helm's
They've
Deep.
got
when
like
you see
their own like their curvy swords.
Yeah.
But then you've got Glamdring, which is a famous elven blade, which is indistinguishable from all of the human blades.
So is it that all the standard issue elven blades are just really good anyway, and now we're
Yeah.
giving this regular guy a human blade, or is it that
Yeah,
Aragorn
well,
or
basically
whoever's got a
it's
special
that they
blade?
decided for some reason just to make Glamdring the same shape as like just a normal cruciform longsword.
Which one's Glamdring?
Glamdring is Gandalf's one, the one that just looks like a normal sword.
Ah.
Which is something I actually quite liked in The Hobbit, is the one that Thorin gets, which is called Orcrist, is, it's very elvish, it's quite curvy, it's a single-edged thing, I think it looks really nice.
I forget.
It's good. It's
I
good.
forget.
Looks good.
But yeah, I always like
It's
their
the one that
designs.
Legolas like steals for 2 whole films.
Yeah.
Like he just and then he like
Mine not.
he throws it up to Thorin at the end of the 3rd film. He's like, yeah, sure,
Why not?
fine,
Oh.
you have this, I guess. And they bury it with him. Suck it, elves.
Yeah, nice what they looked. Whenever the few times you see them in their gear,
So I
like
want
in
someone.
Helm's Deep, they always look cool.
Yeah. I want someone to run over and just like, Aragorn, why have you activated the Balrog's alarm clock?
Fool of a...
Full of a ranger.
Fool of a
Sure.
duodine.
There you go. Oh, Dr. Aragorn.
Dr. Aragorn.
Dr. Aragorn.
Aragorn
Oh.
MD.
This belongs in a Gondorian museum. Okay, I think I'm too
Oh,
far
this
away.
looks... I don't know, it just looks like an awkward shot generally, I think.
It looks like an awkward shot, but it also looks like it's flying off into the draw distance.
Yeah.
Like, this is the kind of thing I appreciate L.A. Noire when your character goes, nope, I'm not shooting that from this range.
That's not happening. Can't tell me what to do, I'm Cole Phelps.
Big hero, man.
Big hero.
Super cool.
War hero.
Don't talk about it, though.
I know. Don't worry, I'm skirting it, I'm skirting it.
I kind of want to make a Geordie joke.
Well, no, that's his whole thing. His thing is, Phelps is like, nope, big damn war hero. Don't talk about it, though.
Didn't
I
he,
wish
didn't
they
he
stopped-
constantly go, I'm not a hero. Stop saying I'm a hero. I'm
Never
not."
asked for this. I bet he
I
gets
only asked for
annoyed.
this once.
I bet he gets annoyed at all the
And
flashbacks.
then not very loudly.
Since he doesn't want people to know about it.
Like the other people are in his
showing
flashbacks.
Stop showing these flashbacks.
Like he's just trying to have a meal with his wife, but he's just flashing back to the cave.
Just stare at the 1,000-yard stare. Oh, these effects.
No!
Oh, in the
no,
back of the
shoot
head.
them! Shoot! Oh, you!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shoot them! Oh, what are you doing, Aragorn? You deserve to get shot with arrows more than Boromir.
Too soon, man. 16 years. Not enough.
Oh, you can't. You don't. Just run. Just run.
Yeah,
just leave.
just
Just
go.
leave.
Bravely run away.
Just leave. Did that cat just talk to me? Boop.
Did you auto target, or did you personally take into consideration drop off? Because that was a good shot.
That was auto target.
Oh,
I could have lied.
You could have been a hero, Simon.
Like Cole Phelps. I'm saying all this without remembering the actual where the hell that game goes, so there's no danger of me spoiling anything.
That's absolutely fine.
So,
I picked it up. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favourite games, I would say. I've still got my copy.
I mean, I get why the ending is what it is, but I wasn't expecting that.
It was rushed. It was clearly rushed. The fact that the studio went bankrupt
Immediately upon release, wasn't it?
pretty much.
Like, here
It's
it is.
absurd
We're
how
going
much money
home.
they spent on that game.
Okay, there we go.
So you can, wouldn't usually say, but you can.
Oh,
forgive it.
you're not even.
Stop.
To quote the Japanese military, "Fucking hell, lads, it's not even dead."
Popular, famous fighting quote from the Japanese military. Although, does anybody remember that kids' sketch show? It was on CITV, and it had the Japanese fighting fish, who were all Geordies.
Nah. Sorry.
Nah, the only thing... I may have dreamt this in a fever-induced
dream.
hallucination. But I'm sure there was some sketch show that was all done in CG, and one of the sketches was this fish tank, and there was 3 fish with like the businessman headbands on. And they're like, yeah, we're the Japanese fighting fish, and we're hard. Dead hard.
Dead. We're Danny Dyer.
And like, I don't remember anything else about these fish, just that happened, and I
Oh, that must be.
And it's just,
might have made it up.
It stayed with you. Stayed with you.
Possibly because it was on immediately after reruns of the Rotten Trolls when it wasn't good anymore.
I don't even know what that is.
The Rotten Trolls, it turns out, went on a lot longer than I remember.
It did!
I've never
Like-
heard of them.
Like Roger left and he was replaced by his little stepsister,
Yeah. And
who had like an apron with Jim Jam Yahar written on the front of it.
because that's what she was training in under Commander Harris. I remember that much.
It's like when Sabrina went to college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Wasn't very good. And when the Saved by the Bell people went to college.
See, I just remember Sabrina in college as being pretty much just more of it.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess. I mean, I'm not about to sit here and debate this quality of Sabrina post high school arc.
I looked away. I thought that what you had done is knocked the minecart up, and it had rolled back down again.
That would be garbage.
And it was just like a comedic sort of,
Oh, Aragorn, you're a nerd.
sad trombone.
Fool of a two. They should have that as the fail state, and there's just Gandalf yelling "Fool of a two," can't you?
Oh my eye.
That would be pretty good.
Come on.
Come on, man.
How long?
Come on.
How long is this session
Too
been
long.
going?
Like 90 minutes.
Okay, we should maybe take a break and do a different game for a little bit. Why can't I hit it?
No, you're okay. Just...
Ah, my eye. Oh, my eye really hurts. I don't know why. Come on, I hit it. Come on.
You are literally hitting that.
There we
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you're aiming for the shiny thing, which, you know,
go. Shiny.
shiny.
Why
Just-
would they
just
put a
below it.
shine on thing you are meant to look at?
So, over here, but slightly underneath.
Watch
over
it just
here.
reappear at the beginning.
That way madness lies. Oh wait, did you
This
literally...
is the beginning. Oh, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Now get up there and do it again.
Get out of here with that.
I want to see the Balrog, man. Is it too much to ask?
Seriously. Get out of here with that.
I want to see him.
There must be like a switch I have to press to put it onto a different line. Because for one thing, that breaks physics. Like, that's not... Like, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down, and then it reappears at the top. That's...
Yeah. Oh.
There's a long and a narrow way 'cause the sun don't shine. Okay, I think that might have sorted it.
Okay.
So now I have to go back to the beginning. and shoot the lever again. Hopefully, I don't have to do it for every stage like last time.
I'm sure you won't have to do that.
I'm gonna
Simon.
save the game. Gonna save the game. Tube bridges.
That does not sound like a load. That's Metroid.
Yeah.
The tube bridges.
The mine carts in general, even though we're in a mine, well, a tomb.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just seems out of place.
Wait, that is literally the entrance to Lower Meridia. You power bomb out the glass tube.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know.
I might have the closing theme to Stingray stuck in my head now. Because Meridia sounds... You're a submarine that floats around.
See, I'm thinking from Pokemon, we're on the way to Meridia City.
Can remember what your captain was.
Can't remember his name. Understood your genius. Solve the puzzle, please.
I'm trying, it's far away.
Look at all these steps we have to climb. Someone had to make this.
Someone was like, what's a good puzzle for this game?
Mine carts.
Sending the thing back to the start is the right thing to do.
You thought you solved the puzzle, you were wrong!
It was me, Dio!
Minecart Dio. It was me, short round.
Just die.
Are they just straight up Orokai?
Yeah, big orcs.
What are they doing down here?
Because it's only in the film that that Saruman invented them.
Oh.
Well, Saruman
That's a
like
really cool thing.
Saruman like bred them a bit harder, but
okay.
they're still like you still get big ones though.
I think you're broken.
I think you're outside of their aggro range.
By telling them that Saruman didn't create them.
No, he did. Well, he didn't
depressed them.
invent them. Right.
He did. He
So
just did it more.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I misremembered it, and now I've remembered it properly. But I do have to do every stage of it. But there's a thing where in the books they are really persistent in referring to themselves as the Fighting Urukai.
Yeah.
Because Urukai literally just means orc race. So
they're not just.
So calling them
better
Urukai
orcs.
is kind of redundant because they're the Fighting Urukai, which is the orc race which is specifically bred for war.
So the ones that Saruman makes are the Fighting Urukai.
Yeah.
And the regular Urukai are
It's
just like orcs.
literally any race of orcs are Urukai.
Oh,
That
okay,
is-
alright.
Because it literally just means orc race.
That is a
Okay.
college football team, the mighty Fighting Urukai.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
Really?
makes sense. Like, that change kind of makes sense to me, just to make it a bit clearer, maybe. Like, these are orcs. These are Urukai.
I
These are
suppose.
far away.
'Cause they spend like a significant amount of time just talking Theoden at Helm's Deep. Just at Aragorn, because Aragorn sticks his head out of the like when they're besieged in the castle right at the end, after they've broken through the first wall and stuff. He sticks his head out the window at them and goes, "Who are you?" and they're like, "Bring out your king! Bring out your skulking king, and we will kill him." And he's like, "Go away!
No.
If you don't leave right now, I'm gonna kill you all." And
I am a pulseless sea.
They just start laughing at him. He's like, "Yeah, they're fighting Urukai!" And he's like, "Well, it's going to be dawn soon, and maybe you won't like that." And he's like, "We're the fighting
serious?
Urukai.
It's just
We're
a-
not afraid of the dawn."
There's just a bit where they're
What of the dawn? And
Well,
he's
the-
like, "But dawn is ever the hope of men."
So they're just hanging out in Helm's Deep, waiting for Gandalf at one point, instead of the film where it's
Are you sure?
right when we're gonna get
Well, that's the thing.
murdered.
He's like, look for me on the dawn of the third day,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. And so that's what,
Look
like,
to the
he's
west
waiting
or
for the
whatever.
dawn of the third day. Did he?
Zelda?
Are you sure this isn't like Monty Python and the Holy Grail now?
No, it's
Go away!
It's a little silly. I don't think it's.
That sounds
yeah.
great.
Um,
Like the Jehovah's Witnesses at the door, just
Did I miss
Leave us
one?
alone.
I think I missed one because the minecart should be around here somewhere.
Wasn't it behind you?
I don't see it.
That's because you're looking in front of you.
What? No, this is forward. This is back.
So imagine that bit where Gandalf says not to go in Moria, but he's saying there are puzzles down there and glitches. I would not go there unless there were no other option.
It was programmed before the tea break.
And Boromir's like, we should go through Sheffield. It's the only way.
We'll take the road to my city.
That's golf clap for that one.
But yeah, but
Like
still,
he was in the room and probably about to be killed.
Yeah, he's yelling, I see the dawn, and dawn is ever the
city.
hope of men. And then Gandalf appears with... Right, because they do this again, because remember, like, it's Glorfindel, the hero. That
Yeah.
Heroic Glorfindel. Because in the film, it's Gandalf turns up with Éomer. And they're like, hey, it's Éomer, that hero Éomer that we met earlier. In the book, Éomer was there the whole time. And the guy who turns up is a guy called Erkenbrand. And, like, it's... Like, he's looking out the window, he's like, it's Gandalf! And he's with a warrior with a red shield.
Who's that?
And Theoden just yells, Erkenbrand! Yes! That guy that we all know.
Everyone just stood awkwardly while they're like doing a secret handshake.
Awkwardly.
Wait,
Or
what was that guy's name?
Erkenbrand.
Orkin.
You're being attacked!
I'm trying
That's
to
okay.
fire arrows.
It's for the best.
Oh, okay. I thought you were aiming at a switch. My apologies.
No forgiveness for you.
I will
I'm
hang my
firing
head
arrows,
in
but
shame.
I
nothing's
thought you were
happening.
going way darker with that then.
No, just hang my head in
Like,
shame.
It's not that bad.
No forgiveness for me.
Did I miss where the cart went? Have I messed up?
I don't know.
Is it glitched? Do I need to reload this? Is
These
that
are-
it?
I was going to say, isn't it that?
These are the questions.
I couldn't see that earlier.
It's,
I looked and I was like, whoa, that's weird, there's no cart there.
maybe it wasn't there.
In
just
fairness,
popped in.
I was looking at that black blob on the left. and I
Is it
thought
just
that was the
me,
one.
or have my arrows disappeared?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think they may have done. Thank goodness we have an infinite amount. Somehow.
Okay, here we go. They're doing it again now.
Okay.
It's
The game just decided it didn't want to for a bit.
oh come on! It's already hard enough to adjust this reticle without
Does auto target?
gonna
Does
say-
it auto target it?
not these, only enemies.
My thought...
Oh.
Actually, no, because you're going to have to move. Never mind.
What?
Is the sparkly where you need to put the centre of the crosshair?
Base? No, if you put then it just drops off.
Hey!
Hey!
Vandalism.
The path is clear.
I think, before we head along, we should probably take that break you were talking about.
Yep.
Before we do that other thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys in a bit, folks.
In a bit.
In a bizzle.
Bye!
Light on the walls and lives of a generation online. We excel at passing time, and we share our hopes and